Hey, everybody. I thought that I would take just a couple of minutes to do a bit of an overview on StreamYard, just to talk about some best practices as well as some how-to. Just as you're getting started with this, or even when you are started, how you can continue to grow in your ability. When you show up and you've logged in, and once you have access to the software, we will send you all of the credentials to do that. But you're going to hit this screen. And this screen is just the opening. It's very clean, very basic. You have got upcoming broadcasts. You've got past broadcasts. I'm going to get into the past broadcasts in just a little while. But first off, if you have any other videos that you have already scheduled, they're going to be listed here, and you can go from there. But I'm going to, for this purpose, create a broadcast. I'm not going to, I am going to create it. Normally to the NBUC Church Facebook. In this case, I'm going to do it to my own Facebook, just because it's easier for me to delete and I don't want to confuse people. So I'm going to put it in there. You're going to come up with title, and you can put anything in there that you want. And I'm just going to put Dwayne's Test. Facebook now requires a description. Anytime you do this, you need a description in here. So I'm just going to put test in there. Here's one of the best practice points. If you are scheduling, say, for a Facebook Live or another live event that you want on Facebook, you click on this button here, the schedule for later. You can upload an image, and you can go ahead and do that or not. It doesn't really matter. And when do you want to schedule it? Do you want to schedule it today, tomorrow? You can schedule up to 7 days in advance, just so you know. And you can schedule it anytime you like. So I'll schedule this for 8:40 a.m. that I'm going to do a live broadcast, and then I'm going to hit create broadcast. What it's doing is setting up all of the background with Facebook to create this online broadcast or this live broadcast. So what has just happened on my Facebook page is there's a post that there is a live video that's scheduled for 8:40 a.m. tomorrow. So that's fine. It's sitting there. Now you go to the Enter Studio, and here's where we get to prepare. Another best practice is I love starting and showing up at least 5 minutes before. If I'm doing a Facebook Live where I want different comments or elements on the screen, I will show up 10 to 15 minutes earlier just to get that set up, or I will set up in advance, and then I'd only have to be there 5 minutes before. Here you can put in your name and make sure you spell it right, and then enter Studio. If you do a test, you can see on the screen already that the microphone is working when you're talking, and you can see yourself on the image, and then you enter Studio. And you come up with a black screen. And I'm going to say, here is the first thing you do always. Go down to the bottom left corner where you see your image, and it says add to stream when you put your mouse over top of it, and you click on that so you actually see yourself on the screen. And this is really quite important. And now that I see myself, it's whoop. I'm much taller than everybody else. So once we've done that, and we can see ourselves, things seem to be working and looking okay, then you would switch over here to banners. Now, we have just started off with single banners. In this particular case, we actually have been creating and have folders for Facebook Live for Sunday services, Monday devotionals with Rebecca. She's created her own set, and Thursday devotions with Corrine. There's another set there. I'm going to, just for fun of it, go into Facebook Live, and here is where you would add in whatever you want to talk about. And so I generally put in the scripture. I put in a question of the day because we want people to be engaged. I don't see it there right at the moment, but if anyone has any prayer requests, to put them in the comment section so we can do that. And so this is where we would make sure that we are prepared so that we can put our content on the screen while we're talking. And when you're in here and doing it, it's just a matter of clicking on the screen and it pops up. Click again, it's gone. The same thing, here's another one that's been set up, and what it does, it keeps a blue bar across the bottom and does like that ticker tape thing and goes from left to right. And again, click it again and it's gone away. Next best practice is under brand. And I recommend and would prefer that people use the white NBUC logo in the top right corner, that it's there and you can see it here on the screen. We also have the gray. We also have the StreamYard logo with the mallard duck. That's there. We also have the, live from home. That's also there, but we'll stick with that one. We also have a theme, and in this case, it's a bubble is chosen, and you can see over here in the bottom left corner of the screen, there's my name, and it is in a bubble format with the rounded edges, and rather than the squared off. But there are default. That is kind of like a box in the corner, a minimal, a little bit smaller, a little bit more basic. There's also a block version as well. I personally prefer the rounded edges, so I choose bubble. Then we have different overlays as well. In this particular case, you can see that the overlay covers over my face. So I either move my microphone or my camera in order to be below that, or I'll choose something different. The challenge is, as soon as you choose something along the bottom, whenever you add a comment or you add something else, or you add one of your banners, it covers over top of them. So there's positives and negatives to all of it, but I just wanted to throw that out there. I prefer that we've got the white NBUC logo, the Facebook Live weekdays at noon in the top left corner, and we're good to go from there. You can upload different video clips, and I'm just going to click on one just so you see what happens when that happens. Here's your 30-second. Your microphone is muted, which is the problem. Might be a problem right now. You click on it again and it goes away. But those video clips take you off of screen, and it actually mutes your camera and plays the audio that's associated with that video clip. You can also change backgrounds, but I don't really recommend any of those. So there you go. You're in. You understand banners and how they work. The other thing that I will I'll throw up there are comments. So when you are connected to either YouTube or Facebook, what will happen is when somebody makes a comment, it will come up in this side over on the comment block section, and all you have to do is click it and it will show up on the screen. Click it again and it goes away. So it's really easy. You, as the one that's broadcasting, you can comment at any time, and you will comment as, in this case, it's my personal Facebook, so comment as me. If I was on the NBUC, it would comment on NBUC. The last thing that I'll show you in this would be screen sharing. Along the bottom, you can see different views. If you're going to have multiple people, here is a horizontal view. So you would see yourself and whoever else you have as guests. You can have up to 8 guests. I don't recommend this view for really any more than 2. This would be the preferred where it still has top and bottom and space around, and it is the wide format view. This would be our Highly recommended way of doing it. Colin is absolutely amazing at pulling very specific sections of video. It's difficult, but he can do it. And so if we want to be able to pick and choose where we use video in other places, here's what we need to do. It's stay with that particular. You can also choose this middle button, which makes you large on one side, and then everybody else is small, stacked one on top of the other. Here is where, if you go to share a video, which is really simple, you go down the bottom, hit share, and you're sharing a screen, and a specific window is here, and you hit share and you play. It comes up different on that section here. So you can see you stay large, and then the video is over top of it. Or you can choose the next one and you go smaller, the video is larger. Or you can remove yourself and just play the video. If you share a video on here, it's going to be larger than 200 meg. The other thing that is interesting is that I highly recommend that you have it on your computer rather than trying to stream it from anywhere else, because at that time you've got a download stream and an upload stream, and that's never a good idea for your bandwidth. Anyway, so you've got all kinds of options with StreamYard. It is a great little tool. Camera, microphone settings are all here. Very straightforward. Always recommend the high definition. And you can see yourself here. You can check your audio to make sure that's working. If you have a green screen behind you, which we just don't use, you can use that and then choose a different background. And then guests. You can see guests, see viewer comments or not. You can play a sound when a guest enters or not. You can also set this up to be very secure, where guests must authenticate with you. And then banned guests, and we have no banned guests. You can mute yourself. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. You can stop your camera as well. So lots of options. I guess the other thing would be the invite button. You can invite people on a couple of different ways. You can copy the link that comes up in this box to your clipboard, go into your email client and email it out from there, or click on the email button. It will take you to your default email provider, and it will have all of the details that you need plus the link, and all you have to do is fill in the person's email address and send it off, and they'll get the email, they'll have the link, they'll have instructions, and they'll have the day and time. Anyway, lots of information in there. When you are ready and everything is set, your guests are here, whatever the case may be, and it is time, all you do is click on the Go Live button. It will come up and say, are you ready to go live? You click on Go Live and you're ready to go. In this case, I am going to remove that and get out. I will also show you another way to do this. You can create another broadcast, and then this button, skip and record only, hit your title, whatever you want it to be, create broadcast. And in this particular case, you're not broadcasting. You are just recording to StreamYard. Once that is done and you're done the recording and you want to download it, go to past broadcasts, and you're going to have a list, they say, of 7 days worth of videos are here. They lie. Because it actually goes quite a bit farther than that. But if you've recorded something, you want to download it right away, and you click on the three buttons to the right, and then download recording. You can record or download the video or the audio. If you download the video, the audio comes with it. So it's a simple download, and it will save, and then you can do what you like with it from there. Anyway, there's your quick overview of StreamYard. I hope you have a great experience. If anyone has any problems with this, please feel free to reach out. But I think this video covers the basics, along with some best practices so that you will be able to do these with relative ease. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care.